Rare South Korea stamps of value. The pair of Korean 10 moon stamps from 1884. It was issued on the occasion of the signing of the Italian-Korean Treaty, signed between the country of Korea and the nation of the Kingdom of Italy. Also called Unequal Treaty. It was based on conventions that various Eastern countries agreed with Western countries. This to avoid even real invasions in the territory. Because the Asian nations were unable to withstand foreign military and economic pressures. On the center, you will see a circle, which is part of the ancient coat of arms used by Korea. Around a series of writings in Korean. Under a number, 10. Expressed in the old Korean moon currency. Currency in effect from 1633 to 1892. Today this original pair is worth $60. The trio of Korean moon stamps from 1884. They were issued in 3 different face values. All expressed in the old Korean moon currency. When the nation was not yet divided into 2 distinct states. Or in South Korea. And in North Korea. The Korean 25 moon and 100 moon pieces are very similar in depiction and writing. Both have the classic circle of the country's coat of arms. Circle that has always represented in the history and culture of Korea. Peace and harmony. On the Korean 50 moon piece the arrangement of the writings and symbols varies. But it remains the same together with the other 2 stamps in the English written below. Korean Post Office. This trio of stamps is now worth $70. The Korean Unesco postage stamp was issued for the anniversary of the construction of the Unesco headquarters inaugurated in Paris in France on November 3, 1958. On the center, you will see a series of buildings and features that represent the construction of the UNESCO headquarters from above. Under the inscription Republic of Korea. To the right, the UNESCO symbol with a number 40 underneath, indicating the face value of 40 South Korean won, official currency. Stamp issued to remember and commemorate the UNESCO organization of which South Korea is also a part. Today it's worth $90. The 1970 and 1971 Yi Dynasty stamps depict paintings and moments that are part of the history of the famous Yi House. Korean dynasty became a royal dynasty and then a Korean imperial one. It has a very long past starting from 1392. And which still today has living descendants but with different and more representative powers. In these pieces you will be able to see different images of people practicing the fighting teaching of Taekwondo art, the art of yoga, people dancing, and different landscapes present in the country. In all the pieces you will be able to see the sides. The official coat of arms symbol circle of the country with the number 10, indicating the nominal value of the piece. That is 10 South Korean won. This entire collection is now worth $110. The stamps of the Korea and War year 1951. It was issued on the occasion of the participation of 21 member states of the United Nations in the conflict, which saw South Korea invaded by North Korean military troops. A conflict that lasted 3 years, which saw Korea split in 2 and the creation of 2 states divided between North and South. On the center of these stamps, you will be able to see the South Korean flag flanked by the participating flag and the organization of the nation united in the conflict to defend the South Korean country. Over. The written in English which translated means, country that participated in the Korean War. Written that somehow wants to thank his military and economic help in support of Korea. Under. Flags. On the left the face value of 500 South Korean won. And on the right the year of issue of these stamps, the year in which the peace treaty with Japan was also signed by the United Nations. Another participating country that took part in the conflict together with North Korea and the Soviet Union. Treaty that started the slow peace process, often interrupted by other armed conflicts. A peculiarity in one of these pieces. You will find it in the postage stamp dedicated to Italy. The flag that is no longer in force is erroneously reported of the old Kingdom of Italy. The latter now became a republic in 1951 and no longer a monarchy. Today this entire collection is worth $660.